Dolly. She's won Tony Awards and Grammy Awards. Hello, Carol Channing. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. Carol Channing. Hello, baby doll. Do mic yourself. Please do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Guests do that themselves.
Yes, they do here.
Oh, isn't
here in this Chicago town. You look beautiful.
Oprah, I'm glad
I love
to see you
this
again.
winter white is so perfect for this season.
Oh, do you think so? Is this called winter white?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That's good. It's left over from summer, Oprah. But here, I put it here.
Yeah, put it right there.
Oprah, I haven't seen you since Baltimore.
Those were the days, my friend.
Those were. Oh, Oprah, I'm glad to see you.
Good to see you. It's like old home week here. It's great. You know what? There's so interesting about you, because I always notice you're always wearing these wonderful little gloves.
Yes.
Is there a reason for that?
Yes, I'm not crazy about my fingers.
Is that why?
Yeah, I used to have all right fingers, but I caught them in a car door, and so I just wear gloves instead.
All the time?
Yeah, so that people don't ask me about my fingers.
Now they ask you about the gloves. You have such a distinct laugh, and I was reading someplace that when you got your first laugh, do you remember that time? When you got your very first laugh?
Oh, yes.
Yes, tell me about that.
Aren't you wonderful? You mean you really knew about that?
Yes.
I didn't tell very many people.
Yep.
Well, Oprah, it was in the 4th grade, and look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing? Those shoes with the... Isn't that... I was in the 4th grade in San Francisco. Would that be 8 or 9 years old, huh? And so...
Yeah, 4th grade, 8 or 9.
Yeah. So somebody nominated me for secretary of the student body. A boy named Bobby Schmaltz.
You remember?
Do I remember? He changed my whole life.
Okay, that's great.
So I keep calling him in San Francisco when I go home. I call him, he doesn't know what's the matter with me. He doesn't know what he did for me, see. So the thing is, Bobby Schmaltz nominated me for secretary of the student body. The procedure was, Oprah,
thank you.
Yes, Oprah, that I was to get, that you were to get up on the school auditorium stage and accept the nomination and say why your fellow students should vote for you.
Okay.
So it was my first time on the school auditorium stage, and I stood there, and I couldn't think of one blessed reason why they should vote for me. So I did an imitation of the principal of the school, Miss Berard, blowing her whistle and saying, "Go to the polls and vote for Carol." Then I did Mr. Schwartz, the chemistry teacher, who blew up the class on an average of once a term. So I go to the polls and vote for Carol. They knew who it was. I didn't have to tell them. I did all the well-known people around school. I was an only child, so I used to walk around my room like these wonderful... Aren't they the funniest things? These are characters, you know, anybody that was an eccentric. So I did the president of the student body. I did everybody that the students knew, all the faculty, and I thought, well, this is the strangest thing. What I laugh at all by myself in my room alone, that's what everybody else laughs at. Suddenly I realized on the stage, I heard my first laugh. And you know everybody gets bit by that, I'm sure you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I thought, what I laugh at is what everybody else laughs at. I'm no longer an only child. We're all alike. I'm a part of the whole human race. We laugh at all the same things. And I realized while I was going on that this is closer than touching each other. It's closer than affection, Oprah. They were willing to look at these people through my eyes and to laugh, and it was all kindness. There is no satire that's accurate unless you love the person.
That's right.
You know? So it was people I was crazy about. I heard all this laughter, ran off the stage. Of course I won because it was holy chaos. But I got
Vote for Carol, vote for Carol.
That's right. So I went in the school cloakroom, hid behind the coats, and cried my eyes out for joy and said, "Oh, God, I will do anything. I'll crawl across a desert. I will die. I will starve. I'll do anything. I'll go to get back on that stage and have that warm, close, cozy feeling." Well, I went home and told my father about it. He was my confidant. And I said, "Daddy, the most tremendous thing has happened to me today." And he said, he listened to the whole story. I said, he said, "Tootsie, there's an old French adage that says, 'Be careful what you set your heart upon, for you shall surely get it.'" Well, I got it. and I'm grateful, but I do believe I willed my life in the 4th grade when I was 8 or 9 years old. I believe that.
God, I will
that.
crawl across the desert.
Oh, sure, we all do it. You know, any of us can, if we want to do. If you get an obsession about something, you can finally get it.
So if there's like a man you set your sights on or something, like even a man, dear
Well,
God, please
I don't know. I didn't do that.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you think?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I've been talking to God about it.
Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, is there someone in mind?
Well, we'll see.
Oh,
Back in
Oprah.
just a moment. Back in a moment.
Oh, Oprah.
Friday, invite your friends over to watch Boy George entertainers who have people who impersonate them. Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay. That was the right answer, Carol.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Correct. Now, recently, I was over at, I was at this place called Club Victoria, and I saw this fabulous Carol Channing impersonator.
You did?
I did. And so when I heard that you were going to be on here, I said, well, maybe Carol would like to see this great guy.
Of course it's a guy.
Who does gives good Carol. Gives good Carol.
Does he?
Does good Carol, gives good Carol. He's great. His name is Brian Winston, ladies and gentlemen, and he is a Carol Channing impersonator. Here he is. Brian.
Oh, Brian. Oh, dear. Oh, Brian, you look lovely. Now,
Why, thank you.
I think that's great and good taste,
Okay,
don't you?
I think it's in good taste. Yes, Brian?
We are, meeting, coming here to Chicago. I've been having such a wonderful time since I've gotten here. I'd really like to pass on a little story. Just the other day, I was sitting at home watching my favorite TV program, and right in the middle of the whole thing, the telephone rang, and I picked it up, and I said, well, hello, Carol, and I said, well, yes. And it turned out he just happened to be one of my all-time favorite Broadway producers, and he said, well, guess what? We're thinking of doing a revival of Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Well, naturally, I was just very excited about the whole thing, and I grabbed my jewelry case, started cleaning it all, and he recognized the sound of all the little diamonds going in the little solution. He told me, well, I might as well just stop that right there, because they were thinking of using somebody else in the title role this time. Well, naturally, I was just shocked. I'd been doing that show for so many years, and I was just shocked. So they asked me if I would come down, to your theater and help them audition some of the girls that were going to try and take over the part of Lorelei Lee. Well, it just turned out they couldn't find a theater large enough, so I finally just said, well, why don't we just take it to my little old home away from home? We went down, we did it at Tiffany's. And while we were there, they had it set up so nice because the emeralds over there, and they had the rubies over there, and the diamonds were right down the center. And while I wasn't doing my Christmas shopping, I saw some of the most wonderful people come in. The first person I saw was absolutely marvelous. And, she's been around for a great many, many years, and I could tell just how many years she's been around by counting the wrinkles in her face, And that was the fabulous Miss Betty Davis, and she came in and auditioned for the part, and her whole audition consisted of going like this all the time, so we finally just passed her by. The next person to come in was a very, a legendary blonde herself, and we could have saved a fortune by letting her use her own jewelry, and that was the wonderful Miss Mae West. But she didn't do anything except go like this and go all the time, so we couldn't use her either. It finally came down. They decided that it would just have to be me, because after all, I've been doing that song for so long, it's become my battle hymn of the Republic, and there's nobody who can sing Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend better than Carol Channing. Thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Okay, Brian. That's great. That is great. Great.
Oh, you're lovely.
Do mic yourself. Do mic yourself, Brian.
Yes.
Carol. This is
Brian.
great.
Oh.
Is this a dream come true? I heard you saying that. I ran into Brian in the bathroom. I wasn't sure which one he was going to use. And you were saying that this is a dream come true for you.
It is very, very much. I have a terrible cold. Forgive me.
Do you? I thought that was your imitation of me.
No.
Oh, how awful.
No, my imitation is much better. But it is a dream come true for me. I have waited, I never ever dreamed that I would actually get a chance to meet
But look
Carol
how
Channing.
pretty he is. I mean,
You're
really.
both beautiful.
Don't
You're
you
both
think?
beautiful,
Don't
girls.
You think?
She is very
Yeah.
But he's very pretty. I mean, Really, isn't it a compliment?
It's, I mean, do you feel, because there are a lot of
Yes.
people who do things and they're not done in good taste, and a lot of times a
No,
lot
but
of,
yeah.
lot of stars feel that it is an insult, but how did you feel watching?
He's so sweet about me. I mean, he's so dear, nothing mean or anything, you know? I was holding my breath waiting, but no, you were so, you know, I know that. If you want to be somebody, it's because you like them very much.
Very much so.
Yes, and that always is, because I do different people in Jerry's Girls, and it's every one of them I'm crazy about. So I know what a compliment this is. I mean, you don't want to be somebody you don't like.
Definitely not. I think
Yes.
Mike.
So we all love Carol.
Yes, do.
And I want to just tell you, you're in Jerry's Girls. You say you do different people every night?
Yes, all the time. Oh, yes, everybody that Jerry Herman wrote. You know Jerry Herman.
Yes,
He wrote La Cage aux Folles. You must be in La Cage aux Folles. Oh, wouldn't he be dazzled?
You're talking his language.
Yes.
Isn't that a great idea?
Oh,
Gosh,
it
that'd be
is.
great.
But La Cage aux Folles, you can't get tickets for 2 years.
I know.
But well, the next time you run into Alan Carr,
Mention his name.
Alan Carr. But that is Jerry Herman's.
I'm getting all kinds of cues to get out of here. I just want to tell you that Carol Channing is starring in Jerry's Girls at the Schubert Theater now through December 9th.
Yes, it's Jerry Herman's new Broadway show.
That's right, Jerry's
And it's
Girls.
on its way to Broadway.
And so we're getting to see it first here in the Chicagoland area. It's at the Schubert.
It's an all-girl review, so Brian can audition.
Thank you so much, Carol.
Yeah.
Brian Winston, Carol's Impersonator, can be seen at Club Victoria on Broadway Thursday through Saturday evenings. Thank you all so much for joining us on